Hey everyone, welcome back to the Knowledgeable Audiobooks. Today, we're diving into a book that will completely change the way you think about, thinking. It's called Think Again, The Power of Knowing What You Don't Know by Adam Grant. Have you ever found yourself stuck in an argument, convinced you're right, only to realize later that you were completely wrong? Or maybe you've held onto a belief for years, only to discover it was based on outdated information? Yeah. We've all been there. This book is all about the power of rethinking, questioning your assumptions, updating your beliefs, and embracing the joy of being wrong. Sounds counterintuitive, right? But trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see why rethinking might just be the most important skill you can develop in today's fast-changing world. So, grab a notebook, sit back, and let's explore the key ideas from Think Again. The importance of rethinking. Let's start with the big question. Why is rethinking so important? Adam Grant argues that in a world that's constantly changing, the ability to rethink and unlearn is more valuable than ever. Think about it. The skills that got you where you are today might not be the ones that will take you where you want to go tomorrow. The beliefs you held 5 years ago might no longer hold up. And the strategies that worked in the past might be completely outdated now. Grant shares a fascinating story about firefighters battling a wildfire. There's this one firefighter, Wagner Dodge, who found himself trapped by flames. Instead of running, which was the standard protocol, he did something completely counterintuitive. He started a small fire in front of him, creating a burned-out area where he could take shelter. This decision saved his life, but it also highlights a key lesson. Sometimes, the best way to survive is to question what you've been taught and rethink your approach. The same applies to our personal and professional lives. Whether it's a career choice, a relationship, or a deeply held belief, being willing to rethink can open up new possibilities and save us from disaster. The 3 mindsets. Now, let's talk about the 3 mindsets that shape how we approach thinking. Adam Grant introduces us to the preacher, the prosecutor, and the politician. The preacher, when we are in preacher mode, we're convinced we are right, and our goal is to convert others to our way of thinking. Think of it as standing on a pulpit, delivering a sermon. The prosecutor. In prosecutor mode, we're on a mission to prove someone else wrong. We're armed with evidence, ready to tear down their arguments. The politician. In politician mode, we're focused on winning approval. We say what people want to hear, often avoiding hard truths to keep everyone happy. Here's the problem. These mindsets might help us feel good in the moment, but they don't leave much room for rethinking. Grant suggests a 4th mindset, the scientist. Scientists are curious, open-minded, and always testing their hypotheses. They're not afraid to be wrong, because they know that's how they learn. So, the next time you find yourself in an argument or facing a tough decision, ask yourself, am I in preacher, prosecutor, or politician mode? And how can I shift into scientist mode? The joy of being wrong. Okay, let's talk about something that might sound crazy. The joy of being wrong. Yes, you heard that right. Being wrong can actually be a good thing. Adam Grant shares a story about a group of students who were asked to solve a puzzle. Some of them were told they were right, while others were told they were wrong. Guess what? The ones who were told they were wrong ended up learning more and performing better in the long run. Why? Because being wrong forces us to rethink. It pushes us out of our comfort zones and makes us question our assumptions. Grant also introduces the concept of intellectual humility, the ability to admit that you don't know everything. People who score high in intellectual humility are more open to new ideas, better at learning, and more willing to collaborate. So, the next time someone points out that you're wrong, don't get defensive. Instead, say thank you. Because being wrong is an opportunity to grow. How to rethink your opinions. Now, let's get practical. How can we actually get better at rethinking our opinions? Adam Grant offers a few strategies. Separate your identity from your beliefs. When your beliefs are tied to your identity, it becomes harder to change them. Instead of saying, I'm a Democrat or I'm a vegan, try saying, I currently support these policies or I currently choose to eat this way. This small shift can make it easier to update your beliefs. Seek out disconfirming evidence. Instead of looking for information that confirms what you already believe, actively seek out evidence that challenges your views. Engage in perspective taking. Try to understand where the other person is coming from. What experiences or information might have led them to their beliefs? Grant shares a powerful example of a black musician who started having conversations with members of the Ku Klux Klan. By listening and asking questions, he was able to change the minds of several Klan members. The takeaway? Rethinking isn't just about changing your own mind, it's about helping others rethink too. Rethinking in organizations. Rethinking isn't just for individuals, it's also crucial for organizations. Adam Grant shares examples of companies that thrived because they embraced rethinking. One standout example is Bridgewater Associates, a hedge fund that encourages radical transparency and constructive criticism. Employees are expected to challenge each other's ideas, even if it means disagreeing with the CEO. Grant also talks about the importance of creating a challenge network, a group of people who are willing to question your decisions and push you to think differently. The lesson here is clear. Organizations that foster a culture of rethinking are more innovative, adaptable, and successful. Rethinking in relationships. Finally, let's talk about rethinking in relationships. Whether it's with a partner, a friend, or a family member, being willing to rethink can strengthen your connections. Grant shares a story about a couple on the brink of divorce. Instead of sticking to their usual arguments, they decided to try something new. They wrote letters to each other, imagining what their future selves would say. This exercise helped them see their problems in a new light and ultimately saved their marriage. The key takeaway? In relationships, rethinking isn't about winning. It's about understanding and growing together. And that's it. Think Again is a powerful reminder that the ability to rethink is one of the most important skills we can develop. Whether it's in our personal lives, our careers, or our relationships, being open to new ideas and willing to change our minds can lead to incredible growth. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more book summaries. And let me know in the comments, what's one belief you've recently rethought? Thanks for watching.